Hey there, Fletch from All Things Overlanding here, and today I wanted to dive into my do-it-yourself sliding, tilting fridge slide. I happened to mention this in another video, and a bunch of people have asked how I did it. It's actually really easy, so I'm just going to kind of walk you through it step by step. I'm going to show you how it works, the benefits of it, and I'm going to talk about how I made it and about how much it costs. I will put links in the description below to all the parts that I used to build this thing, including the fridge, the slide, the hinge, all that good stuff. So I'll put all that in the description to make it super easy on you. But let's get into the do-it-yourself tilting fridge slide.
Understand where it came from, but you got it, my got it. It began in the land of the sandstorm. I fought it, though I wanted everything to do with what you give to me.
Alright guys, so let's start with the basics of what the do-it-yourself tilting fridge slide is made of. So basically I used an old piece of wood that I had laying around that was about the length of my fridge slide. This is an ICECO fridge slide and an ICECO JP50 fridge. I measured the fridge slide itself, I measured a piece of plywood, and then I Herculined it. Now you could, coat this however you want. You could just paint it, you could leave it bare wood. If it's treated wood, you don't have a ton to worry about. This was actually one that I had used in another project, so it was just scrap wood, so it's got some screw holes in it, nothing fancy again. But what I did was I took these little cheap screwable D-rings. They take 2 screws a piece just to screw them into the top there. I put one on each corner of the platform for the fridge slide, and I put one on the top of my box. Now again, this is going to depend on what you're mounting it to. If you have a drawer system or something like that, you could do that. If you have a track system or something, you could attach it to a piece of wood and then attach that to the bar. This is just to give you some ideas and show you how I did it. But I basically just did 2 D-rings on the bottom down here, 2 on the corner of this, and then I used lashing straps. And I actually had my wife come out and hold the fridge at the position that I wanted it at. And then while she held it, I got these lashing straps to the right length. And then once that was done, then I was done with her, and that was all the help that I needed. So I did have someone help me hold the fridge, but other than that, it's the 2 D-rings here and down below on a piece of wood. Obviously, you screw or bolt your fridge slide to your piece of wood, and then you use your normal lashing straps and attach your fridge to the fridge slide, just like you normally would. So nothing different there. Now, I did take my cord, and I did zip tie it down in there just so that it would stay out of the way, but then that runs into a power box in the bed of my truck that keeps the fridge powered all the time. So then what may be hard to see under there is sort of a small little hinge right at the base of the board. So basically I screwed that into the bottom and screwed it into that piece of wood there, and then that is what acts as the hinge to allow it to pivot to let the fridge slide down. So let me put my camera back on the tripod and I will show you it in action and kind of how it functions. Again, you're gonna have to do some testing, right? Like I did have to do a little bit of testing to figure out exactly how far back to place it, how long to make the lashing straps, that sort of thing. I do have to clear this strobe bar up here on the back too with the fridge, and it's really close. So let me show you kind of how it works when it opens. But it's a very simple design, very easy to make, very cheap and inexpensive to make. I think the hinge was about 10 bucks. The D-rings are maybe 10 or 15 bucks for, a 10 pack of them or something like that. Lashing straps, you could probably get 4 of those for 15 or 20 bucks. But again, I will put links in the description to all those things, including the fridge and the slide and everything that I used to make this. But now let's check out the sliding action. All right, guys, so I'm going to show you kind of how this functions here. You can see just how close it is to my strobes up there. So make sure you measure, right? Depending on the size of your fridge that you're going to use, depending on where you're mounting it, how high your boxes are that you're mounting it to, or whatever your surface is, you're going to do some measurements and then do some test fitting before you screw anything in or do anything permanent. But then basically the fridge slide itself works just like normal, right? Turn this little knob, it slides out. Now, what's interesting is where it hits the pivot point is about where it starts to tilt. So when it gets out to about here, it's just cleared the strobes and you feel the weight coming down. I'm holding it a little bit on the bottom just to keep it from flopping down. But then the slide continues to slide while that hinge lets the platform hinge up, and then the lashing straps stop it, right? But then from there, you can get into your fridge, just like this. I can see down into it, I can access all my food. It's not, if it wasn't tilted, it would be up here, and it would be impossible. I mean, I'm 6'2", and I would have to stand on my tippy toes just to barely see what's in there. So this way, it gives me great access for maybe 15, 20 bucks worth of parts, and some scrap wood that I had laying around, plus the fridge slide and the fridge itself. It's actually a really cheap, really good budget modification. All right, guys, so that was it. It's that easy. That's how to build your own do-it-yourself tilting fridge slide for the bed of your truck or whatever you want. So if you have any questions, post up in the comments down below. Of course, look in the description below for links to all the products that I mentioned in this video that I use to make the thing. There are also links to Facebook, Instagram, all my other social channels, so wherever you want to come hang out, I'd love to have you. Also in the description below will be links to my Patreon page. We do have a Discord where we all chat 24/7. It's awesome. And then there's also the Newbie Overlanders group, totally free to join on Facebook. So if you're interested in that, check it out. And then last but not least, there is a link to my website where I sell stickers and patches. So again, if you're into overlanding, I've got funny and cool stickers and patches, so go check those out if that sounds like something you'd like to have. But again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.